I've recently had the absolute delight of observing American avocets. They are beautiful and elegant with long upturned bills. Let's go over some basic information on these birds, and then we'll get to the gem of their behavior, which is their mating display. The best way to tell if it's a male or female is by looking at the bill. The male has a longer and straighter bill, while the female's is shorter and more upturned. Once you see the difference, it's easy to pick out which is male and which is female. Also, males are larger than females, although this is harder to distinguish unless they're side by side. The avocets you see here are in breeding plumage and have reddish-brown heads. In the non-breeding season, they have pale gray heads. They are sometimes confused with black-necked stilts, which tend to inhabit the same wetlands that the avocets favor. So, if you're looking at one of these birds and can't remember which is which, first consider the bill, and then the color of the head, and then the legs. The black-necked stilt has black on top of the head that curves around to the eye. Its bill is shorter and straight, and its legs are pink, compared to the avocet's grayish legs, or they may look pale blue in a certain light. They have a variety of tactile and visual foraging methods. Some of the common ones you'll see are sweeping the bill from side to side in what's known as scything. They also peck at the water and plunge their whole head below the water's surface. They eat aquatic invertebrates, small fish, and seeds from aquatic plants. So, why is the female's bill more recurved than the male's? Research has shown that males use the plunging technique more than females, and research also suggests that females eat more leeches and gastropods, like snails and slugs, more than males do. I haven't found a for sure answer to this question, but I did come across one theory. When they sweep their bills back and forth, the male's bill, held parallel to the water, is just below the surface. For the female's bill to be parallel to the surface, she has to put it a little bit lower in the water, and perhaps this can offer her some different prey. It's an interesting idea, and though not a huge difference, it kind of makes sense, but let me know what you think. I was lucky to be able to observe their mating display, which is quite elaborate. The pre-copulatory display is initiated by the female adopting the solicitation posture, often with her bill partly submerged in water. The male does what is called sexual preening, where he stands on one side of her, preening his breast feathers and periodically dipping his bill in the water. He does this several more times. Prior to mounting her, the preening and water splashing become more intense. In the post-copulatory display, he holds his wing around her and their bills are briefly crossed. This is known as the bill-crossed run. Shortly after mating, I saw the pair walk up the bank, seemingly considering a potential nest site. They are monogamous for a season and both select the nest site together. I returned the next day and saw similar nest scouting behavior. Their nests are little more than a scrape in the ground. I'll keep tabs on this pair, and if their nest is successful, I'll report back to you with any footage of my findings. Have you ever seen this beautiful bird before? Or, if you live across the pond, what kind of avocets are in your area? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. That's all for this time. I'll see you again soon.